Hi guys, welcome back to my XPS guide. Now I'm gonna review Lotus Mage Fina, so let's start from her stats. I must say that her stats is kinda ordinary for normal form. For Brave Shift form, it is amazing, but like you know, her Brave Shift only lasts for one turn, so I don't think that will be much useful, okay? So for normal form, you can equip bow and staff to get maximum spirit boost. If you have one-handed bow and one-handed staff, of course, staff is always one-handed. So yes, if you have an access to one-handed bow, then maybe you want to equip that, so she can get 250% spirit boost. Okay, very nice. And after that, I can say the rest are kinda ordinary, nothing special. For Brave Shift form, like I said, it's pretty decent. She gets 12 limit burst gauge per turn. So yes, like you know that the maximum limit burst crystals regen per turn is 12. So she already reached the maximum. Nice. And 400% faster ABV rate. This is insane. You can easily feel her limit burst gauge on Brave Shift form. And all elemental resist plus 100%. That's insane. But again, like I said, it only lasts for one turn, so don't get your hopes too high. So that's all about her stats. Now let's talk about her normal form. On normal form, she is a healer and also able to support your party a little bit. So she has Q Raja level healing, so yes, of course she is good as a healer. But what's important is her side abilities. The first thing she able to do is gives your party 40% damage mitigation and 4000 health barrier. This 40% is pretty decent. You can use it while waiting for your 50% damage mitigation to be ready. And even when you already have 50% damage mitigation, this 4000 health barrier is still gonna be useful. Okay, 4000 is huge, very good. She also has all elements plus stop and charm resist buff, but the bad thing is she doesn't have all stats break resist. So if you need stats break, of course you need to get it from someone else, which means her slot as a healer is not that effective. Okay, so unless your, let's say your tanker, your attacker has that stats break resist, that means you need to sacrifice another slot for stats break resist, which is not good. She also able to give your party 50% on all elemental resist. This is not that great. 50% are kinda useful, but most enemies able to imperil like 70, 100%. So this 50% is good if you have decent equipment, but maybe not that helpful. Okay. Another good thing is she able to give huge MP regen. And yes, 40 MP, 0.4 times multiplier. So yes, very good. She can recover like 100 or more MP per turn if your Lotus Mage Fina has nice spirit. The best part about Lotus Mage Fina is she has lots of AoE re-raise. 2 from cooldown abilities, and then from limit burst, and then her grandest ability. So 4 abilities for AoE re-raise. Pretty decent. Okay, so like you can see, her grandest ability, AoE re-raise for 6 turns, quite long. You can cast it and forget, unless of course you get die first. And yes, increased spirit break resist. Oh, this is not good, I must say. Okay, because if you need this, you want to get it from other characters. There is very rare occasion when the enemy only break your spirit. So that's why I say this spirit break resist buff may be not that good. And for limit burst, it is another AoE re-raise. And as an extra, it will imperil enemy light and dark resist by 65%. Not useful as an imperil. Yes, it's okay if you don't have other source of imperil, but 65% are not the numbers you want to rely on. Okay, so that's all for normal form. Now let's take a look on her Brave Shift. So her Brave Shift, like I said on the beginning, they only not day, okay? It only lasts for 1 turn. The good part is all of the abilities are superb. The first ability, it cures zombie, cures stats break, but well, if you really worry about stats break, better to bring stats break resist buffer, right? But yes, it also revives your characters and gives your super Curaja heal. So yes, very decent. She's the only one who able to cure zombie, if I'm not mistaken. But again, do we really need someone to cure zombie? I cannot remember, okay, at this point of the game. Okay, and remember, if you really need zombie cure, remember, you can only use this once every 5 turns. So if the enemy like keep casting zombie like every 2 turns, then still she won't be that useful. We need to do something to survive the zombie ailments. Okay, and she has 230% all stats buff. Yes, 230%, pretty decent, and 90% all elemental resist. Wow! Not only that, it also gives you AoE re-raise. So like I say, this is insanely good. But again, you need to choose, okay? You need to choose between curing zombie, buffing your party, and using her limit burst. Her limit burst on Breath Shift is also pretty good, okay? This will remove all buffs. So in other words, this is super dispel and remove all debuffs from all allies. Wow, amazing. But the weakness, like I said, she only stay on Breath Shift form for 1 turn. And if you use this on Breath Shift form, that means on that turn, you won't heal your party. So I hope you have other ways to heal your party when you use this limit burst. Okay, and she doesn't have Grandis ability, but the last ability on Breath Shift form is Stardust Ray Chain. 64 times 3, so about 192 times damage. Not amazing at all, okay? This is only usable, I mean, her Breath Shift only available for 1 turn, so why do you want to convert her into attacker suddenly? I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, so that's for Breath Shift form. I don't think this is any good. The abilities are good, okay, but only lasts for 1 turn. Okay, so enough. Let's talk about equipment and partner. For equipment, it is nothing special. She is a healer, so spirit and health are your priority. Okay, no need to be confused. She can survive lots of punishment because of high spirit and health if you gear her properly. And one tip I can give you is do not equip her STMR. I can say this STMR is kind of rubbish. Okay, unless of course you want to get massive MP regen. In that case, you can do that. Okay, but yes, I think her Taskmaster reward is better for her than equipping the STMR. For partners, she is the second Neo Vision healer. The first one is of course Irid, so we still lack healer option on Neo Vision. So I can say she is good when you partner her with anyone. Okay, when you need a healer. But of course, I don't say, oh, partner her with Stardust Ray Chainer. She's able to chain with Stardust. No. Remember, it's only available every 5 turns, and you don't want to waste that turn with mediocre chain. Unless, of course, you are pretty sure you're able to finish the battle on that turn when you use her as a chainer. Let's say like use Tifa as a finisher, Ibarra, or Neo Vision Visalis. Okay, so that's all for equipment and partner. My conclusion for Lotus Mage Fina. So we don't have really lots of option here. Okay, so she's the second, so I can say she's good as a Neo Vision healer. Of course, she is better than 7 stars because she has better stats. If you only take a look on stats, okay. and she has lots of AoE re-raise, so you don't need to worry if you keep dying. Okay, I can spam AoE again on the next turn. Pretty decent. And she's the only one who can cure zombie. So, like I said, I'm not sure whether we need it right now or not. But, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, there is one trial where you need zombie against Shinryu or whatever. But, yeah, unless you need that, I don't think she has anything special. She has 90% on all elemental resist, but again, I think it's better to use Ignis. Okay, Ignis can maintain 80% on all elemental resist easily. But for Fina, her Breath Shift only lasts for 1 turn, and the buffs only lasts for 3 turns. And you need to wait for 5 turns to be able to change back into Breath Shift. So, in between normal and Breath Shift form, you will lose that 90% all elemental resist buff, which is not good. Okay, so she also has good Trust Mastery word. Yeah, even if you get her right now, you don't need to be salty, especially if you need all elements resist. Pretty good Trust Master, I must say. And yes, now the bad thing, like I said, it's only lasts for 1 turn, the Breath Shift form, and you need to wait for 5 turns. So I can say that her Breath Shift feels more like cooldown ability than Breath Shift, right? Only lasts for 1 turn, you need to wait 5 turns. What? I don't think that's good. Okay, and for STMR, wow, it is bad. But again, this is simply my preference. Maybe you think, whoa, 12% MP regen per turn is insane. Yes, if you have specific build, maybe this one is useful, but whoa, no, I won't use my STMR Moogle to get this. Okay, and remember, she doesn't have stats break resist buff, so yes, if you need them, of course she is not a good healer because you need to get it from another slot. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Private Experience Guide. Bye bye guys.